Hello and welcome back to the channel, Kelly Legends Media. Before I begin, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for hitting those like buttons, those hide buttons, and for leaving comments regarding the video. They're very interesting. Thank you very much. And I try my best to answer or respond to each and every one. We're still trying to hit that 10,000 subscriber goal. So if you're a regular visitor to the channel, I don't know, maybe you hit that subscribe button along with the like button. Be highly appreciated. Okay, so this video is a little bit off topic from what we usually talk about, but like I said, when I have in my description for my channel, is I do talk about cultural things and things that affect the Mexican and Chicano culture, okay, the lowriding culture, all of these cultures that our people are very much a part of, okay? So I know everybody's heard and seen several newscasts and reporters talking about the situation with Cesar Chavez, right? Cesar Chavez has his face on so many buildings in East Los Angeles. They named Brooklyn Avenue, they changed it to Cesar Chavez Avenue. He has parks named after him. He's been an iconic figure, okay, for many, many years. And he died, I believe, in 98. In the late 90s, he passed away. And he worked with a woman before that by the name, I believe, is Dolores Huerta, okay? Now, they worked together. There's pictures of them up on the podiums, shoulder to shoulder, and smiling and looking happy and victorious because they were working together for the same cause, okay? So the United Farm Workers, I believe, was spearheaded and began and was spearheaded by Cesar Chavez along with Dolores, okay? Now, I believe it's been, 30 years, 30, 40 years since he passed away. And now this lady comes forward with allegations that she was raped and has 2 children with Cesar Chavez as a result to the grapes, right? Other individuals have come forward to give their experience with Cesar Chavez, and some of the ones that came forward were very, very young, underage and minors, okay? So, you know the way I feel about people who do things like that or are accused of things like that. Now, the bad part about this is that he's one of our, he's a legend, okay? And he was very much respected in the community and by our people. There's statues of this man, okay? And his legacy lives on through the United Farm Worker Union and everything else that he helped start to help the people that worked in the pizcas, the people that worked out on the fields to get fair wages. I remember they were spraying the grapes with a certain pesticide that was causing defects in the children of the women that worked out in the field. And he ran a big campaign. I remember going to the markets and people from the United Farm Workers Union would be out there picketing, saying, don't shop here, you know, they're selling grapes, you know, from this certain place. And, you know, he seemed to have cared a lot for the people that were working on these farms, the seasonal workers. Nevertheless, he is known for using derogatory terms like the word WB. The reason why I say it like that is the video that I did about Opina and his situation using that word in a song. That video, I couldn't get it monetized. That one I just put out on the strength. Yeah, they wouldn't monetize it because of me using that term. I seen other people use it and they didn't have a problem, but for some reason I got flagged and that video ended up going out. No cost, no problem. I don't care. So he called immigrants at that time WBs and said that they were messing up his campaign to form this union and do the things that he wanted to do in the legal system, because he was very much into politics. Okay, now since this news came out, they've canceled holidays and everything. I'm sure everybody's heard. They canceled events that were going to take place in his name. And statues have been taken down. A lot of moves have been made to already take away his credibility completely. Now, I understand that there's more than just one person making these insinuations or coming forward, telling their stories, I should say. But I think there needs to be more. There needs to be more investigating and more. And the worst part about it is that he can't defend himself. Guy's been dead already over 35 years. Excuse me. But nevertheless, this came out, and everything that he worked for and that he stood for is pretty much meaningless if these charges are confirmed, because they're serious charges. I'm not saying that anybody's making things up or anything. I'm just wondering why wait so long, and yet all the time that this lady was working for him and with him, you see those pictures of them together, and she's smiling, she's happy, she's glowing. The lady's glowing, and after the first situation, she should have done something. Definitely stop working with him and distance herself at the very least, if not go and report it to whoever she needed to report the incident to, But she didn't. She stood quiet. She says she has reasons that she gives, like she didn't want to cause any harm to anything that he was working with. And after he passed away, she didn't want to destroy his legacy, being that so many people looked up to him, as an example, So it was disappointing to hear, because growing up, not only did I see him at work, I seen him in person. I've heard him speak, and I don't know. I just felt like a connection. Even though he said what he said, I still felt a connection of trying to help his people. That's how I took it. He was doing something for his gente. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like people who do things like that. And but I would say that if this is proven, and this is I don't know how they're going to prove it. This lady says that she has 2 kids from him. So I guess the first thing would probably be get some DNA from these children. I believe she was forced to give these children up. But come on, the FBI could find anybody. There's records of this adoption, of this surrender and this adoption somewhere. And I think that these kids should be tested, first of all. And that'd be a firm confirmation that Cesar Chavez was in a field where he shouldn't have been plowing, right? And as for these other young ladies, they need a good investigator to question them. People do things for different reasons, you know. And it's so easy nowadays to go to court and say something about somebody. Warrants are issued. They'll tear your house up, looking for, just based on somebody saying something about you. You know, I've experienced it more than once. So, not this type of situation, but you know, where they came and searched my house for certain items, you know, and try to connect me to certain things, you know, just from people. They call them, what are they called? They're like unidentifiable, man. Everything's blackened out on the paperwork. You can't know their name. You know, they're a type of informant that, confidential informant. There you go. Took me 2 minutes to get that out. You know, they'll call it a confidential informant. Who even knows if there's a person that says anything? Maybe it's just an investigation they're doing. Man, there's so many crooked shit that people do. We just don't know. It's too early in the game. But most definitely, we need to find out and move accordingly, you know, as a people, you know. I know right now, the RAZA's kind of divided on this, you know. And yeah, time's gonna only tell, you know. So I wanted to do this video, man, because it's been burning inside of me just to speak up, because he was a very important person. But like I said, as far as I'm concerned, you could do good all of your life, and in the end, or during that time, you think it's kept quiet and do some sleazy shit that just takes the value out of a lot of what you may have done, you know, where people don't want nothing to do with you or be a part of your get down, you know. So let's hope that the farm workers are continue to have the support they need. All those that work out in the piscas, picking the fruits, the vegetables for us, and helping them get to our table, you know. They work very hard, man. My dad used to work in the piscas, and yeah, it's hard work. Anyways, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you have time, leave a comment. Leave what how this makes you feel. What do you think? You think it's legit? You know, what do you think the next move should be? Something. I like when people share knowledge with me. You know, have things to say that are edifying. So I welcome you to participate in the comment section. So that being said, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching. God bless you. God bless your families. People, stay free. Stay free out from behind them bars, from behind them walls, man. Be careful with the decisions you make, places you go, people you meet. You know, guard your freedom like it was a precious jewel, because it is, you know. And let's be here for when our family needs us. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Muchas gracias.